safe as possible. Horsesport Ireland have asked me to make this small clip showing you some of the training techniques and exercises that I'm using with my horses at home right now. I'm not jumping a lot at the moment, but what I am doing is I'm working a lot with poles on the ground, small cavalettis, small gymnastics, things like that. In this video, I'll talk you through some of the things I was doing today. Enjoy. So we're here in Geneva, close to the French-Swiss border, at my yard La Tuilière. This is an 8-year-old mare called O'Hara. Quite a new ride for me. I've only had her a couple of months. We're just going to start off doing a few trotting poles. I have 2 sets of trotting poles set up across the middle of the arena on a kind of a serpentine. I like to warm up over trotting poles. I think it gives the horse something to focus on, gives the rider something to focus on while warming up the muscles. It also teaches a horse to be nice and relaxed over poles. Try to keep the horse as straight as possible, always over the poles, in a nice shape. This time I'm going to do a transition from trot to canter between the poles and from canter back to trot before the next poles. The trot-canter transitions are very important. Helps to shift the weight from the front of the horse onto their hind legs. Helps to get them nice and light in your hand and learn to carry their weight on their hind legs. Do that once more. Transition to canter. Transition back to trot. Keep the horse nice and straight and relax over the poles. Good. Next thing I'm going to do is a canter pole. I have it measured normal 5 strides to a small cavaletti, straight line, and a normal 5 strides again to another pole on the ground. The first time I did 6 strides. I just like to start slowly and get the horse nice and relaxed before opening them up too much. This time I'll do the 5 strides. Pole on the ground. Normal 5 strides, cavaletti. Normal 5 strides, pole on the ground. That time she actually switched leads over the cavaletti, which is something that I don't like. I like a horse I think it's very important that a horse always lands on the right leg, the leg that you want them to land on. So the next time I will keep that in mind. This time I do 5 strides, then I collect a little bit and do 6 strides. Do that once more on the left rein now and try to keep her on the left leg over the cavaletti. I'm going to do normal 5 strides to a short 6 strides after the cavaletti. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Collect. 5, 6. Very good. She stayed on the left leg that time, which is good. The next thing I'm going to do, the same pole on the ground to the cavaletti. Quiet 6 strides, and I'll continue on a right hand circle over 4 little small cavalettis. I like to jump 4 jumps on a circle like this. I think it really helps the horse to learn to jump around your inside leg and through their body and into your hand. It teaches them to be nice and supple. Do that a couple of times on the right and a couple of times on the left. Have it measured. It's kind of measured as a normal 4 strides. I'm doing 5 strides because this mare is quite green at this kind of thing. Just letting her get used to it. 4, 5, inside leg. 5, inside leg. Very good. And a normal 6 strides to the pole on the ground. The next thing I have set up is it's kind of a figure of 8. So I have a pole on the ground, normal 5 strides to 3 little bounces in a straight line, and a normal 5 strides to another pole on the ground, a straight line again after it. And then here we have a turn back to the right to another pole on the ground. And then a bending line, quiet 6 strides to the 3 bounces again. Then I go straight line again, 5 strides, and then turn back on the left rein to another pole on the ground. Leg change over the pole, and the outside 6 strides to the 3 bounces, and a normal 5 strides to another pole on the ground. Just some very simple stuff there, but if you can get your horse doing these things nicely, then it's going to help you a lot when you go to jump a course of fences. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I hope to see you out showing again very soon. Goodbye.